Hey!
Hello!
Hi everyone, welcome to the Golden Mimic Network, welcome to the Blue Rose stream. I am your host, officiator, GM and all-around plotting guy, Andrew. And I have with me today our wonderful players. We have Carenza. Introduce yourself, Carenza.
Oh, that's me. Yep. Sorry.
Carenza, know thyself.
Yeah, I'm Jess, and I'm playing Carenza. I am a Vata, I believe, and a magic user. And I tend to go invisible when I'm scared, and somehow seem to have managed to get myself embroiled in like this plot to feed dead people to pigs.
Hardly embroiled in the plot.
Well, I
I don't think we're embroiled
my character
yet.
feels out of her depth already. Let's say that.
Oh. Well, you haven't turned invisible yet, so you're not shirking your responsibilities. So this is good. This is good. We also have Micah.
Yay, that's me. I play Micah, a Rye Raven with no filter and very few social skills, but very shiny feathers and a very personable attitude, as long as you don't mind the no filter bit. And Micah is best friends with Carenza.
Yay! And those shiny feathers have been donated pretty nicely across the party recently. Everyone has shiny feathers now.
Everyone has a shiny feather, which indicates you're all part of my flock.
Ah. Except for Doretis. Doretis does not have one yet, does he?
Well, Doretis wasn't there, so Doretis...
Yeah, exactly. Doretis has yet to earn a feather.
Yeah, Doretis hasn't earned a feather yet, so yeah.
So, and with that in mind, maybe we should go over to Doretis so he can introduce himself and hopefully earn a feather this stream.
Yeah. Yes. My name is Brian, or Poseworth if you see me in the chat. I play Doretis, who is a diplomat of long, eloquent words and sometimes, occasionally, melancholy in nature. But
hardly ever.
Hopefully.
Oh, thank you, another unique.
Hey, another unique.
Hi, another unique. Welcome, welcome.
And hello, Jolly Roger and Mucky and lots of you other folks and another unique who is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love our people out there in Chatland. You're just so amazing.
It's not time to give you treats yet. You can't come and beg for treats yet. It's not time.
Are you still talking to the chat?
No, sorry. No,
it's not time to beg for treats yet, chat.
He recognizes your voices, you see, so he knows that when I'm chatting with you guys.
Another unique. All my best friends live in the computer.
Mucky wants treats. Mucky has to earn
Mucky
treats.
would both like treats too.
Yeah, evidently. Yeah, my dog has recognizes that when certain voices are on the computer, I guess in the evening, that means that he has a fighting chance of getting yummy things. So he's now going to be campaigning for it for the next hour, which could get irritating.
Well, just so you know now, quite a lot of people in chat now want treats. So, Mike, I'm going to leave that to you. You can deal with the treats.
I can provide treats, and you can live vicariously through my dog, if that works.
I think we'll make that thing for the break. During the break, all of chat can live vicariously through your dog, and you can give treats to chat and dog.
I will do that then. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay.
Good.
There
we have something sorted for
There's
the break.
the DM spirit. Well done.
Yeah, delegating. And finally, we have Ziska.
Hi everybody, I'm Anna. I'm playing Ziska, the sea folk fighter, normally seen with her animal best friend Charla, who's a horse. And we are going to be tracking down some nefarious ne'er-do-wells, the Silence. And Ziska's not happy about this because there's a little lad who's gone missing with his piggy wig. So, she wants to find out what's going on as soon as possible to try and help
Which probably outweighs him, to be fair.
What, the piggy wig?
The pig probably outweighs the boy, yeah.
Quite possibly. Guess we'll find out.
Okay, so that is everyone. And once again, let's just say hi to everyone in chat. Hello, GSD Media. Hello, Muckyfly. Hello, Clairecat. Hello, another unique.
Hello, Gaming Ferret Mum.
Yes, someone else take over for a minute. I'm short of breath already.
I
and I'm already
think
short of breath.
hey, Jolly Roger. I
Jolly
think that's
Roger.
everyone. I think
Yeah, that's
that's
everyone. Oh, but there is one amazing person behind the scenes we need to say thank you and hello to, and that is Bear, who is
Yes.
lurking in the background, making sure that everything looks lovely, pretty, that you can hear us. We love you, Bear.
Thank you, Bear.
And we know you're there.
Yes.
Okay, so to recap on what happened last time, especially for Brian, who wasn't here, the party spent the first 45 minutes, I think, of the session talking on the road down to the city of Aldis. And during that time, they bonded with Greymane and Marcus, who you may remember was coming down to Aldis with you, to the point that you have all now adopted the boy and his wolf.
You'll be shocked to know I managed to upset Greymane again before the bonding actually happened, but you know, or during the bonding. But then we all kind of managed to bond in spite of it. So, you know.
Yeah, but short of official documents, you have pledged to become official guardians for the boy and by proxy Greymane when you arrive at Aldis. So that was a interesting new commitment you made. But along the way, trouble arose when a lady by the name of Faldin came onto the road and begged help looking for her own son who was missing. And it seemed like you were thrown into a quest not too dissimilar from how you all first met. The boy Aaron is missing and is presumed gone with a rye pig this time by the name of Wilhelmina. You spent some time on the farm investigating, only to uncover, among other things, a rather grisly suggestion of murder and cover-ups where the pigs on the farm were being fed human remains that had been cut up and were being fed to the animals to dispose of evidence. This you discovered from the rather shifty worker Silas, who at the end of last session told you he was in debt to a man called Norud, who works out of the South Bend Tavern and operates a gambling ring for the Silence. You all did not know much about the Silence or the various gangs that operate in the city, and so I believe, I can't remember if it's something I hoped you would do or something that you're doing, so I'm going to phrase it in a way that I hope you're doing it. But I believe your plan was to send word to Durettis in the city to gain hold of his diplomatic powers and basically come and join you again.
Yes.
Yes.
I seem to remember that was...
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that wasn't just me supposing there. I
think we all decided that we were a bit in over our heads and
we needed Durettis back.
We needed Durettis back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, we will start away from Carenza, Ziska, and Micah to Durettis, who has been in Aldis ahead of the main party for a couple of weeks now, settling into his new role at the diplomatic offices, where he has been doing rather excellent work. And we see him now starting off his day, about to see his first appointment, a man who wishes to know whether he can graze his sheep on fields to the west side of the city. There is a knock on the door, Durettis, and the man walks in with a, "Hello, good morning."
Ah, welcome. It is good that you have come to see me. Please take a seat. And I'll rise and gesture toward a chair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I assume you know why I'm here?
I have been given word of the things that you have requested. However, I would like to hear, in your own words, that which you wish to say.
Okay. The man seems a little bit perplexed by your manner of speech and slow talking, but just shrugs it off. So I have a flock of sheep, a herd of about 30, which I have been looking to have graze on the west side of the city. There's some open fields out there which are owned by farmers but aren't being used at the moment. So I was hoping to get a license to put my sheep onto that area, if that would be okay.
Ah, yes, those western fields. Are you familiar with the Aldean giant millipede? It is necessity for aerating soil in fallow grounds, in fertile lands where they dig through the dirt, and beneath it aerates the soil and brings life to fallow fields. Therefore, I cannot give way to your petition, because your sheep shall interrupt the process of the giant Aldean millipede.
Come again?
Which part of that did you not understand?
There were some words at the start and some words at the end, and everything in between was a bit hazy.
Ah,
Can you
yes,
simplify it?
yes.
It means no. That means no.
What I meant to say, in a certain way, let me boil it down to you in phrases simple enough that even the intellect of such as you, who do darken my prospect for future generations with this summation. Giant Aldean millipedes, good. Grazing on land for farms, bad. No.
Oh. Okay. I'm starting to get it now. Is there a way that I could maybe take grounds any further along, or could we move the millipedes perhaps?
As much as I feel that this solution may be something that we could pursue in a future time when such things would easily be done with science and perhaps a bit of magic. However, let me offer you instead a nearby alternate field, which is a little overrun. You'll need to do a little work, but it is just a little north of said field that you're requesting. If you are willing to go in and perhaps lay down some, pick up some of the rubble of buildings that have long been left to decay, your sheep can graze around as long as there are no dangers. You just need to make sure that the any breakages that might harm the sheep would be cleared. Therefore, you would be doing Aldea a favor in clearing the land and perhaps giving your sheep a place to play.
Sorry. So Northfield good?
Northfield, you clean, you get for a price that we'll negotiate. The fees that you would normally pay for such things.
Okay, and this fee, and at this point, the man who's come to see you is looking very nervous about asking another question in case it leads to another long amble. You can see him struggling to make his point, and at that moment, there is a knock at the door, and your superior in the diplomatic offices comes in and says, "Durettis, nothing out of you. I just want a yes or a no. Did you come down towards Aldis in the company of a Rye Raven, a Varta, and a Sea Folk?"
Yes.
Leave it there. Leave it there. We've just had word of a crime being reported from a farm up there, and seeing as you are involved with this party, we have decided to send you up there to act as an official representative of the crown. So could you please just get your things together and head out that way as soon as you can?
I've just finished meeting with this fine gentleman here. Do I need to render a summation of the discussion and the finer details of what was discussed and the whys and whens of how we've decided to come to the conclusions that we have? Must I give this to you? I can give to you an oral report or in written form, though that may take a little longer to attain.
No, nothing longer. Nothing longer. Just go. Just out that door and help your friends. That's what we want. That's all we need.
How do you know they're his friends?
I was going to say, I don't feel like Dorettis is properly appreciated where he is.
Also, chat, I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request was one of the suggestions. Yeah. And single word answer, that must have been hard for Dorettis.
That was clearly very difficult for
Yes.
Dorettis.
With that, I will excuse myself from the poor sheep shepherd and grab the necessities and with a flurry of somewhat strung together words that may or may not have been intelligible as he puts all of his things together in his bag and hurries out the door.
Okay, you get out of the door and into the city, and just as you're going, you can hear the pops of champagne bottles and several excited cries as the department rejoices at the fact that they can now speed up their processes again and get through the backlog of work which has been building up over these last days.
That seems a little mean.
Dorettis is clearly more valued as a remote worker.
And
Yes.
a couple... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, his knowledge of giant Aldean millipedes is quite extensive.
Clearly.
How is this not
Evidently.
appreciated?
Well, Micah would certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah,
Corinza
not
he's
wouldn't
hanging
mind
with the wrong
either.
people.
Not centipedes. Centipedes are assholes. Millipedes are good.
Millipedes are good.
I think I met 2 giant millipedes at a birthday party.
So what you're saying is that I can eat the Micah can eat the centipedes.
Yes, because they're assholes.
There you see. This is
Okay.
clearly you've been hanging with the wrong people. I would absolutely appreciate this information. Like now. You need to hurry up.
You need to come back.
Micah needs to know.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
So, Dorettis, you are bundled into a wagon and whisked off to the farm, and at the same time, you find yourself suddenly gaining 3 conviction for that wonderful little interlude.
3? Wow.
Yeah, 3 conviction.
Nice.
3 conviction.
Yay.
Nice.
That was very well done. I enjoyed that. I'm going to give myself conviction too.
Good.
I think you should your facial expressions and how you were reacting in character. I appreciated it greatly.
Yeah, conviction is like inspiration for those that are used to D&D, but we
Yeah.
can have multiple amounts of conviction and it does
Yeah,
more than just...
Yeah, conviction is something that you want a lot of in this game, and it's one of the things which is quite freely given, and everyone should always hopefully have quite a bit of it.
Feel free to
Especially
give
as
us
they're-
sass fiction.
Yes.
Science fiction.
Yeah, remember, chat, at any time you can request inspiration through the, what is it through?
Exclamation
channel
mark,
points and stuff.
inspiration.
Yeah.
And
Channel
channel
point giving.
points.
Yeah, so if you
and-
use your channel points or request inspiration, I will treat that as conviction for the party, as long as they deserve it in the moment. I won't just let them randomly have it just because.
Oh,
Well, okay, to an extent, yes, but if everyone just says inspiration, 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 I'm not going to honor all of those at once.
what if we deserve it?
That's what
Well,
you
I
said,
just
that's
said if you
fine.
deserve it, that's fine. That was already established.
I mean, look at these faces. Could we not be more deserving?
Well,
Your
and
faces
remember,
are very deserving, but I'm not going to get into this right now because Dorettis has already put us.
Sarah's just said
Oh.
inspiration for your faces.
I've started something bad here. Right, okay. Everyone in the party with a face, except for Durettis, because he's already had 3, gets a conviction for your face.
Yay!
Durettis, we
face,
acknowledge
thanks
you
you.
have a face, but you've already had enough conviction for the time being.
And don't forget, chat, we have a bit pool. And if
Yes.
we redeem enough out of the bit pool, the GM can't overrule us.
No.
That was never a thing.
Good thing again as well.
Because in our last stream on Monday, we were in a dire spot, and the bit pool saved us
Yeah.
with some health potions at necessary moments. And so just reminding the chat, that bit pool in the corner that's currently sitting at 385, that is specific to this stream. And we build that up every time you give bits during our stream. And then you get to tell us how to use it.
You got the power.
That. We need to make a Blue Rose specific bit pool chest.
Yeah.
Claire Cat has
Hydrate.
Hydrate. People please hydrate.
What
you know
is in
what?
my coffee? What is in my coffee?
Remembering just the other day, if we get a hype train today, I will make sure a giant millipedal train comes through the map.
Yes!
I don't know even
Hype
how that would work or what that would
We
mean.
need a hype train. The Unique's just given 100 bits.
Millipedal
Thank you,
hype
another
train.
Unique.
Yeah.
I don't have any bits left.
Thank goodness. Because I honestly don't know how I'm going to make a millipede. There's technically no millipede trains in the Blue Rose universe, and I've just committed to honouring that if one gets added.
Homebrew,
Oh
homebrew.
dear.
Gotta
Right,
get
okay.
creative.
Okay, so in the meantime, Durettis, you come upon the farm where everyone is looking quite worried and concerned, and you spot the 3 heroes who you adventured with in the Palvin Weald, and you also still see there with them Aaron and Greymane.
Marcus.
And yes, you are back with your people.
It's Marcus and Greymane, isn't it? Aaron's the one who recently.
Oh yes. Sorry, Marcus and Greymane. I am sorry. There's too many missing boys and their
And Durettis has been away for a while, and although I don't think he'd forget anyone's name just because, you know, he's Durettis. So
yeah.
Like the elephant, things do not escape my notice.
yay. You remember us then?
Good to know.
Hi, Durettis!
Yes.
So I'm gonna jump into the air and fly over to Durettis and
I will bounce
circle
up to
around him and go,
Durettis like a Tigger.
he's back! He's back! For everyone to hear. And then I'm going to fly back to Karenza and tell her and Ziska, probably psychically, not that I didn't much appreciate you guys.
So
Just, you know,
I'll be too busy
Durettis is
bouncing up to
better with-
Durettis and being all excited, like, you're back, you're back.
Durettis is better with the words. I'm
Yes.
terrible with the words. I'm going to tell Durettis how terrible I am with the words. Awful. Awful with the words.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, yeah.
You are.
Hype train is close.
Hype train is close. I don't know.
Right, let's just ignore this and keep going.
Yeah.
Don't get distracted.
Yeah, no, I think
Not draw attention to it.
Yeah, I think once Durettis has arrived and done, because you're probably one for introductions and, you know, kind of like formal greetings and things. So probably once we got all of that out of the way, just is probably like chomping at the bit because she's like, come on, can we get down to business? Can we get down to business? This stuff, all this. Okay, finally got Durettis' attention. Okay, here's the deal. And she go bum 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 bum, and like explain what's happened, like with the missing boy and the other grisly
Pig.
things we've discovered and how we are planning to go and confront this
Hype
criminal
train!
organisation.
That is
on record, I didn't say when in the stream the millipede would turn up, but I will have the millipede turning up once I work out.
Because you may be committed.
Once I work out how big this millipede is, which will be based on how big the hype train is. I've suddenly decided because
Okay, brief. I've just realised, are we going to have a rye millipede?
right. Oh, good grief,
Possibly.
that'd
Thank
be
you,
a
another
fun millipede. Okay, so for now, oh, good grief.
The hype train is just derailed. What's going on here?
Yeah, it may have done this last Wednesday too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bear.
So anyway, in the meantime, Ziska, you were explaining to Drevettis about what was going on. So Drevettis, you are
another unique.
good grief. Thank you, another unique. This is
Level
making
3.
Level 3 hype train.
This is going to be a very big millipede when it shows up.
Well, it is a giant Aldean millipede.
Millipede.
If you would like an
think-
example,
They
you
could
can look
tweet.
up giant African millipede to see the one that I have personally handled.
Personally.
Do you
Hashtag
have
not
pictures of this?
even
Can we put this in the Discord? Can we see you handling a giant millipede?
No,
Oh.
there were a lot of people around. It was at a zoo, and there were drunk people. This was before I had a cell phone.
Did they have a millipede before they were drunk?
I had the
Also
millipede.
known
They were
As a
drunk.
shongololo.
Yes.
listen.
Yes,
Oh,
Google.
what's going off here?
Google is very informative on the matter.
Well, I
And
work at a
Gaming
zoo.
Ferret Mum, Gaming Ferret Mum, who knows about these kind of things as well, says millipedes make great pets.
Oh,
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
I did not
they're
know that.
actually
I'm-
really, they're actually really, really gentle. They actually do aerate soil in Africa, which is why they're vital and important, and that's why conservation is necessary. And being careful about what kinds of pesticides are being used, so that you don't kill off native insect life that actually are more beneficial.
Wow.
GSD
So-
Media said, how do I make this a billipede? To make it a billipede, you need to keep the hype train going. And because I can't actually even fathom how many legs a billipede has, I'm just going to assume that it's a billionaire millipede.
It
And I'm
would
just
be
going to give it a
3
fancy
per
hat.
segment. A centipede has 1 pair of legs per segment, and a millipede has 2 pairs of legs per segment.
So a
So a
millipede must have
millipede would
3
be
legs
3,
per
yeah.
segment. Yeah.
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 There you go.
Give it a fancy hat.
Okay,
Yes,
that's-
and- Unless it's a weird hybrid and it's like a millipede, but it actually has like a duck bill over. So that means
Rubber
it's a millipede.
ducky
platypede.
isopods.
A platypede.
Platypillipede.
I love it already. I love it.
A platypillipede. Can someone fan art a platypillipede for us, please?
Platypillipede.
I feel like this
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Fan
It's
art.
quite
Get out there.
satisfying to say. Platypede.
So anyway, as
So there we
Doretis-
were.
So Micah is interested in Doretis. So millipedes are super important. Presumably
Hmm.
that means I can't eat them.
I would appreciate if you don't eat all of them. However, the cycle of life and death necessitates on occasion that one substance feeds another so that life may continue.
Is there something I can eat that, wouldn't be as upsetting to you?
Centipedes are assholes
Awesome.
and
I'll
aggressive.
take care of the centipedes. Oh, and Doretis, and I pull out a feather and I give it to her. I would be honored if you would officially set this feather as an indication that you are a part of our flock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll just like put it in a spot, and then I'll just hold it.
I'm going to go find a centipede now. Bye.
Valdin, then, the grandmother of Aaron, is going to just sort of be like, centipedes, millipedes, what are you talking about? My grandson is still missing out there, and we
Oh,
have...
thank you, everyone. Thank you, GSD Media and other unique.
Oh,
We've got
thank you,
loads more
GSD
bits. It's
Media.
still
Oh,
going.
wow.
Still going. We have 51 seconds to make this millipede as big as it can be, and I have still no idea how it's going to fit in, but we will make it fit in before the end of the session. Okay.
So there's a dead kid or a missing kid.
There's a
Missing.
He is missing.
Thank you, another unique.
Thank you, another unique.
Oh wow, thank you,
wow,
GSP
GSP
Media.
Media. Thank
Level
you.
4.
Yeah, thank you.
Hype.
Hi.
And it reset the
Somewhere.
clock.
Oh, good grief.
Somewhere you begin to feel a deep rumbling in the ground from somewhere. And now you feel this deep rumbling in the ground and you don't know what it is, but it's still fairly distant, and Faldin's mother is still worried about her missing grandson who may have been murdered, lest we forget.
Okay, so when I hear that, I circle back and actually no, you know what? I dive down because I've spotted a centipede, and I pick it up and I fly back and I go up to the rest and say psychically, "Is this a centipede?"
Wait, what?
Micah's brought you a centipede and
I've
wants
brought
to check
you a
it's a
centipede. I think it's a centipede, but I'm not so up on like the human, the biped names for things. So, can you just confirm, please?
GM, can I confirm?
You have an angry grandmother who's worried about her grandson being missing, and there is a murder on the farm, and you are currently thinking about counting the legs on a centipede or millipede that has been brought to you. Choose your actions wisely.
You're the diplomat.
All I will say.
Did she connect with me psychically on that comment?
Yes.
Okay,
You are
great.
still
I'll just
so that's
think
actually worse, because now Faldin is about to watch you just ignore the issue entirely for seemingly no reason to count the legs on this creature.
No. It's the thought that goes back is going to be, eat it now. We'll discuss it later. Let's focus.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, that was nice.
And
I was hungry.
give all my attention. What was the name again? I'm sorry, I wasn't. Faldin.
She's nice. We like her.
Faldin.
I'm going to go and land on Karenza's shoulder, and I'm going to talk to her psychically and say, "I hope it was a centipede because it was really nice."
So Faldin.
My heart goes out to you. We are here to listen and to help. Now, has everyone have they made an investigation of the grounds? Is there a lead that we should follow?
Yes, Faldin takes over now, deciding that enough is enough, and she says they've made an investigation. They found, to their credit, they found quite a bit. These young adventurers, they found that human remains were being fed to the pigs by a no-good farmhand of ours called Silas. He's a blubbering mess and seems quite guilty. Seems to have a guilty conscience about all this, but he was forced to do these dark deeds by the Silence. You might have heard of that lot. And he pointed your heroes here, your friends, to the South Bend Tavern where his contact works. So if I were you, if you want to help me find my grandson and get this over with soon, I suggest you head there.
Okay, just out of curiosity, I have cultural lore, which is an intelligence focus. Yeah. Would that cultural lore give me information about the Silence?
You would have.
Thanks, another unique.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you would have knowledge of the Silence anyway, partly from your work as well as a diplomat. So what you would know of the Silence is that they are pretty much the big name in mafia crime-related activity in Aldis. They are not like the cults, and there are a few of those. They're not of any religious bent. They are crime for the sake of money and power and just usual kind of gain. And they mostly get their name and their reputation from trading in secrets. You might
Bye,
remember that
Gaming Ferret Mum.
Aldis. Oh, bye, Gaming Ferret Mum. See you soon. Yeah, you might remember that that the people of Aldis, a lot of them are psychically tuned in some ways, and it's a very big taboo to go reading other people's minds without permission. But the Silents are the kinds of people who forego that and love picking up secrets and leveraging them to their advantage.
Gotcha. Okay. Friends, tribe, shall we away to this nefarious place?
And I'm
and
going to say to Carenza, does that mean we're going somewhere?
Yes.
Right, cool.
I mean, what time of day is it at this point? Because obviously, if it's a tavern, I presume it's going to be more active in the like evening hours. Because Ziska would like to try and do a thing before we head out.
I mean, since the start of this conversation, several days have passed.
What since? Oh right, I'm just joking.
Oh no, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Just connecting the dots in my head.
Right, yeah. So it is, by the time you called in Doretis and he was able to arrive from the city proper, it is close to evening. So now would be as good a time as any to head towards the South Bend. And yeah. If you started down that way now, you would be there in time for peak hour, basically.
Nice.
Peak hour.
Right. Okay. Can I ask a question then? Because I obviously don't want to miss the opportunity to help out. Are we able to do like a retrospect thing? Because if we were waiting, say, a matter of hours for Doretis to arrive, can I ask if I can do a thing and say ask if I had a conversation with somebody on the farm? Is that okay? If I can't, it's fine. I'll just wait.
Yeah. You can have had time to have conversations with people on the farm ahead of time. So what do you want?
Yeah, I think Ziska would have made a note that there was a night person working on the farm during the smithy. I think she would have made a point to seek them out while she effectively felt she couldn't do any more until Doretis arrived. So I think Ziska would have sought Jura out and made a point of like being amenable because she's got friends who are also night people. So she would have made a point of trying to do the cultural things that she's aware of to be on a level with them. But she specifically wants to ask how close Jura is with the night people communities in Aldis itself, and whether she's heard of any troubles or any potential conflicts that the communities have been having recently.
Jura has nothing really to say on that. She's worked on the farm here on the outskirts of the city for much of her working life, and because of the work of a smithy is always so demanding, she spends little time away from her forge. So she doesn't have much to go on in that regard, and is very much, you get from her sort of way she is, that she's very much that everyone just works themselves. So if other night people have problems, she doesn't really consider it any great thing of hers. But this is Aldis. Everyone's fine here. Everyone's good. I get treated well. So.
Okay. I see. Thank you very much.
Are we going to take Marcus with us to the pub?
Good question.
Because he's young.
Oh, good night, GSD Media.
Night,
See you
GSD
soon.
Good night,
Media.
GSD
Thank you for all the
Media.
bits.
Night.
Thank you.
GSD Media, if you want to see the millipede when it comes, look for our YouTube videos, because we do put those out as well of everything we do. So if you miss the millipede, you can always catch up and watch again.
You can also watch it on Twitch for 2 weeks.
Oh, you can also watch it on Twitch for 2 weeks. There you go. What an age we live in.
Because Marcus is young, however, Greymane might come in handy. So, but do we really want
Greymane and Marcus will not go anywhere without the other.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So, if these people are super dodgy,
I would be worried about getting Marcus into trouble. He might be safer on the farm.
I would say he's safer on the farm.
And then Greymane can look out for him in case wrongdoers come to the farm.
Yeah. Well, I'm also then essentially
So-
leaving some protection at the farm.
Cool.
If this is open to discussion, Greymane will also silently communicate with you all that if you want to, she'll say, if you want to have Marcus feel like he's valuable and involved, why don't you have us guard the ingrate and no good Nick Silas? He seems like a blubbering mess of emotion already and shouldn't cause any trouble.
I think
That
that's
is an excellent idea, Greymane. I can totally learn from you.
Greymane will give a polite nod at that. Marcus is just watching and is like, are we going? Are we going
So she's clearly communicated that privately without Marcus being aware of it. Then.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
that is just for you guys.
Okay, so I think Ziska would probably make a point of explaining, that making a point of this is your responsibility whilst we're going to find out more information. Yours and Greymane's big task here is to keep a good surveillance of this one and make sure that he does not cause any more trouble for the farm whilst we're gone.
Yeah.
We're trusting you, we're relying on you to do this. Okay.
Okay. Marcus seems quite happy with this. He feels like he's doing something important, so he is on it and sets off with Greymane, and you are all given horses if you need them. I know you've already got Draw, of course, but to get to the South Bend as quickly as you can, you're all given horses if you need them.
Corenza kind of looks at the horse a bit like, do I know how to ride this?
You could have basic knowledge of how to get there at a gentle clip, or you could maybe have Ziska have a line of rope too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if Corenza really wants to ride by herself, I'd probably, but if picking up that she might be a bit nervous, I might sort of check the horses over and sort of like try and choose a calm temper, one with a calm temperament that's and less likely to do anything spook easily. Just so to reassure her a bit more, and I probably. Maybe not as fancy as Charla, because I think Charla's pretty fantastic, but I'd probably get one of the more important looking stallions for Doretus, because he's obviously meant to be the official guy. So, but maybe not outshine Charla so much, but I'll keep that to myself.
Yeah, and Doretus, ahead of going to the place, you will know as well that the silence operates very covertly, and it would be an unwise idea to just go in and announce who you are and just try taking people in, because they have been known to have magics to help them disappear or get out of dodge quick. There may be back entrances, etc. So you would know in advance, but it wouldn't be a good idea to go in swords drawn.
Gotcha.
So would it be, I'm thinking I'll fly there because I don't want to upset Corenza's horse. Should I maybe kind of be covert rather than going on Corenza's shoulder?
Maybe.
I would suggest to everyone that we go in quietly. It would be best if Micah, if you would not mind, to be covert, be watchful. Don't let on that you are with us or that you are Rye of nature, because that will allow us an advantage if somebody were to try to sneak up on us or something like that. Having your watchful eye would be.
I'll see if
a
I can
benefit.
get in and perch in the rafters then and keep an eye on things.
Okay. Sorry if I'm getting distracted. I'm just working
out how to put
rapidly.
millipede in
Yeah. I'm working on secret things that I can't disclose right now, but yeah. So anyway, you are all heading on to the pub, yes?
Yes.
Now it's probably a good time to say thank you, everyone. You got us to hype train level 3.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
thank
to
you very
everyone.
much.
I'm still kind of a bit worried about this whole millipede scenario. Like, it's
That's what the
it's one
break's
of these
for,
things
right?
you say something, and as you're saying, it's like, why am I saying this? I am causing myself so really much work, but it was amazing. So thank you everyone. Right, so yeah, you get to the pub, and sorry, did you say Micah was scouting out first, but going in, or just hiding?
I'm gonna look around for I'm gonna fly ahead, keep an eye on the road, and maybe get there a little bit before them, and just see if I can find like a broken window somewhere, or a bit in the roof where I can squeeze through the thatch or something, so that I can hang out in the rafters over the tap room and keep an eye on things without necessarily announcing myself.
Okay, yeah, you can you make some kind of dex check for me?
I can.
We'll make it actually, yeah, just make it a general dexterity check just to see that you get in easily.
Oh, something happened. I heard it happening.
I heard a roll as well.
Yeah.
14 with no stunt points, but that is good enough. You managed to squeeze through enough to get into the rafters and are able to look about on top. So I'm going to put you on the map just above the bar here.
Cool.
And
I see me.
that because you are ahead of everyone else, you can see all the people there and get a view of things. So are we? Yeah. Bear, can you just zoom in on the characters a sec, because I'm going to just start doing descriptions of people. So just bring it in a bit on the map there. Yeah, and towards Micah. Towards Micah.
Up a bit.
Raven. Raven.
I'm
By
over
the bar.
there I
By the
am.
bar. By the bar. Up. Up.
Yeah.
Up. There we go. There we go. So you get to know a few of the patrons there ahead of everyone coming in. You can see Anne, the barmaid, who also cleans the outhouses, so is known as Anne Urine.
Oh.
There is Phyllis with her one rather large ear, Felicia.
Oh dear me.
And Carl A over there. And if you go up a bit, up towards the other characters there. Yeah, so you see Rian there, who every time she dances, everyone says that she has real flow. And they go, flow, Rian, flow. Flow, Rian, flow.
Oh dear me.
There's a guy with a bit of a cold who just every now and again sneezes and just goes, a good Sarah.
So meta. So meta.
Mo is a bit of a strong man, and he's doing arm wrestling with everyone, and as he's struggling, people are just going, Mo can win. And then you've got Real down in the right. Real is a teaching assistant or TA.
Sorry. Yeah.
And somewhere over to the far right. Keep going right there.
Ali the Fifth.
Ali the Fifth, yes. Or Ali V or Alev.
See what you did there.
Yeah, so these are the patrons of the bar, but there is also another group further down who seem to be involved in some kind of gambling game with a few small animals that have been brought in, and they're watching them do things. It doesn't look like anything illegal. It's not like animal fighting or baiting or anything. They seem to be involved in either little races or other such things, but that seems to be where quite a bit of the action is going on for now.
Carenza will immediately go bouncing up to be like all curious and wanting to see the little cute animals.
And nice to know that Carenza has no idea about covert and going in quietly either.
Okay, so Carenza has just barged through the door and is going straight down there by
I
the
won't
sounds.
necessarily say anything and bug anyone. I just want to watch.
Yeah, okay. So Doretis, you're in. Ziska, you're in. Everyone should be in and on the thing now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So, Carenza, you run straight in and are watching, and what you see there at the moment seems to be two very young calves who are engaged in just kind of running games at the moment. They're being allowed to run from one end of the tavern to the other to see who can win to get at treats, and people are betting on the winners of that. But the cows seem to be enjoying themselves. It doesn't seem like the most deadly or nefarious gambling thing ever. Although, if you would make a perception check.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
9.
You realize that these are very adorable cows. That's what you realise with a 9. These are very adorable cows.
Well, to be honest, I thought that anyway. So, and when
You have definitely realised that with your
each time
perception.
we finish a race, I'm just going to clap the winner. I'm not going to bet on them. I'm just going to clap the winner, regardless.
Okay. Okay, so
I'm having a whale of a time.
Okay, so you do that, and you don't notice anything. Doretis, Siska, you are in the room now. Do you do anything? And remember, Micah, you can communicate with your party about what you've seen so far.
I was wondering if I should do a perception check and see.
Yeah, you can do a perception
if
check.
anything comes up. Ooh,
15 with 6 stunt points.
Oh
Wow.
my days.
Nice. That would be an exploration stunt, I believe.
okie dokie.
While you're looking at those exploration stunts, are you okay for me to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
what you've
you
seen?
go ahead.
Yeah,
There's a lot
okay,
of
brilliant.
things to look at.
Yeah. So what you notice is that No Rude, you hear the name, and No Rude, for some reason, despite not being named on the thing, is the guy with the red hair amongst that group. And
Right.
you also get the sense from your terrific role on the fact that you've been there for a while that one of them, the one with the fancy looking stick on the far bottom right,
Yeah.
he seems to be in with No Rude on some level. That's what you're getting from it. He's the one working everyone up to bet higher, and
Right.
seems to be buying drinks for people who seem to be betting more, and sort of taking the good time and making it a bit too far, and you get the sense that this is how their gambling ring is operating. So they're doing rather relatively harmless types of gambling, but they're using background people to get people to bet more than they should, and this is how they must have suckered in someone like Silas.
Right. Okay.
If you're still looking at your stunts, do you want Ziska and
I
Doretis?
am. I would appreciate some
Yeah,
help.
okay.
please.
Ziska and Doretis, you tell us what you're doing while Michael looks through, and I'll open up the stunts as well.
Yes. I think that what I will do is how close is this group down here to this table? Like, I mean, it looks like they're
even though they're down there on the map, just treat them as forever moving between the table where they're probably laying down their bets, and then the rest of that empty space at the bottom where they're doing their racing and various games.
okay. I'm going to also do some kind of I know what it was. There's second sight is I'm just gonna kind of look around to see if there's any lingering effects of arcana. See if there's
Yes. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
All right, so here I go to cast my spell. And I got a 12.
Yeah, okay. I believe that's the target number for it. This is the one which does have the fatigue test, isn't it? The lingering one.
It does. It does.
Yeah. Can you
And,
take a fatigue test then?
yes. It has TN13 signature. If I'm
yeah. So you need to beat a TN13
gotcha.
because you're looking for the signature of arcane, which has come.
Oh, you got 15. Well done.
15.
There we go. You are fine. Back to you a sec, Micah. Do you need
Yeah.
help with your
I
stuff?
really do. I don't
Okay,
really
so
see anything that's properly
you've
necessarily
got
helpful.
6. So what I'd say is for
I mean, I was
4, the upper hand might be useful if things turn ugly.
yes.
'cause
I
it'll
wondered
give
about
you-
that, and then I also wondered about oh, the right tools might help. I don't know if I'm a tool user.
You need to attempt an action more efficiently with stunt counter. I'll say that you can use that because what you could use that for, if you remember last time when you were using Micah's claws to pick up things and chuck at someone, if you
I
end
could
up in
pick up a
combat,
tankard and chuck it.
yeah, I'd say that you have knowledge of where there are things that you can pick up to use as ammo for throwing at people from the rafters.
Okay, cool.
For now. So yeah, so you get +3 for your initiative if it comes to a fight at any point, and you also know that you can pick up some things here and there to use as ammo for dropping on people.
Okay, cool. I'll go with that.
Ziska.
Oh, well, I mean, Ziska, we're aware that obviously she's aware that the welfare of Aaron could be at stake. So if Doretis is more informed on this group and is advised that don't go looking for a fight, she's probably going to do her best to be trying to observe, but obviously given that she's quite striking in appearance, I'm not quite sure how necessarily how inconspicuous she's going to be, but it's probably going to look a bit dodgy if like, you know, Doretis and I just sort of like stood there not doing very much. So I guess Ziska's probably going to go to the bar and, you know, like ask if Doretis wants it, but she's thinking to herself, what am I going to drink?
Yeah, when they see that you're there, Carl is going to say, "Hey, matey," and call you over.
Okay, so I'll
I can tell everyone that No Rude is here with the betting stuff.
All right, so I think if Ziska is when Micah communicates that, she's probably going to try and position herself so she can have a conversation with Carl, but observe the betting group so she can kind of keep an eye on what's going on. But it looks casual, like, because obviously they're going to be causing a lot of activity in the tavern, so it wouldn't seem unusual to sort of like be observing what's going on. She'd be like, so sir, what do you have in terms of non-alcoholic beverages?
Oh, well, we have water, and I think we have some milk about somewhere.
Ooh, milk.
And
Yeah,
I guess we have some grape juice.
grape juice. Yeah, that'd be great, please, if it's non-alcoholic. Maybe get two of those, and I'll sort of like wave across to the director, say, do you want a grape juice or do you want something else?
Only if the grapes have been fermented.
Okay, so he clearly wants an alcoholic beverage, the wine then. I'm presuming Carenza is far too distracted.
If Carenza hears you yelling about the grape juice, I'll be like, oh, I'll have grape juice.
Okay, 2 grape juices and 1 fermented grape juice, please.
So Obviously, I'm going to try and wander over, but I didn't know if the second sight gave me any information that I would want to.
Yes. Sorry, we did have the second sight roll as well. So
Right,
the second sight roll does give you the knowledge that there is some lingering arcana in the air. You're not particularly sure what, but you know that there is some arcane channeling going on and actively going on as well.
Does it give me a general area, or is it just like sort of?
It
all over
is
the
happening
place?
very near to Narud.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Then I'm just going to follow Ziska to the bar. I'm going to allow Ziska the positioning to look, and I will turn slightly in toward her so that it looks like if she's looking over my shoulder, she would be looking at me, giving her the advantage of not looking conspicuously.
Like it.
Okay.
Probably come over for my drink at that point too. Come and join them. But I won't really understand what's going on, so I'm just mostly going to be standing there drinking grape.
Yeah. What you're going to find as your drinks are being made and poured, after a few minutes, this guy comes over very close to you, Doretis, and comes towards the bar for a drink, and then sort of stumbles into you just as you're getting your drink. So your pint of fermented grape juice unfortunately falls over the bar and is wasted, and he is like, oh, I am so sorry, sir. Oh, what a mess. Oh, Carl, I'll pay for this, man. Oh, did you get any on your robes? Those look like fine robes. 2 for this man, sir. 2 for this man. Oh, I am so sorry. It's been a long day, and I must have tripped over a bar stool there. Who are you? I have not seen you here before.
I'm watching this from the rafters above, and I'm like, well, am I perceptive enough to see what's actually going on here?
Yeah, you're close enough in the rafters that you know what's going on, and
Yeah.
to remind again, this is the one that you know is the working with Narud, the one who's trying to get people drunk and sort of push them into the games.
Yeah. So I'm gonna psychically say to all 3 of the others that I'm fairly sure Doretis isn't fooled, because you're a very intelligent person, but this guy is completely full of shit and magic.
Okay, so I think
Bears just said conviction for Doretis for spying intelligently.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Conviction for Doretis.
so when he does that, Doretis will lean into, oh, that's mighty nice of you, sir. I just can't believe that this sort of thing. Yes, just as I come in here and my drinks all over the place. Thank you kindly for getting me too. In return, I'm just a wee traveller, and these here my mates, I'm trying to educate them in the ways of barter and trade.
Can everyone else
at the voice, but then just hi.
Yeah, can everyone else in the party make a willpower check to make sure you're not totally stunned by Doretis' ability to put on a voice out of nowhere, which I don't think anyone was expecting him being able to.
Well, it's not great, but I got stun points.
Wow, you did.
I got 12.
Right, okay, hang on. How can I possibly save this?
This is a role-playing stunt, so
Yeah.
it's not even your remarks. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Do I need to make some kind of check?
You might need to inform me that, because I might say to you psychically, how many of your drinks have you had?
Oh, yeah, I will think aloud to them, go with me on this one.
Yeah,
And
you know
I'm gonna psychically whisper to Karenza, blimey, we literally just walked in and he's drunk already. He hasn't even drunk anything yet.
He's drunk on
I'm
the
going to
atmosphere.
psychically think back. I don't think he's drunk. I think he's putting on a voice because I think I got a high enough check to get away with that.
Yeah, you got away with that. Ziska, I'm going to say this is a bit sort of meta because the roleplay stunts are supposed to be out of what you said, but if you take stunned silence and you can just be so impressed and awed by Doretus's accent that is put on that you're just silent. and then our boy here will not notice you.
Yeah, I mean, the only other, okay, that is one, yeah, because I think I'm probably like, I was just not expecting that whatsoever. But I'm just trying to think, what can I do with,
You could do passionate inspiration, which gives your next. You get +1 for future actions.
That's an exploration stunt, isn't it?
No, it's role
No,
play.
it's role playing. I'm looking on the role
okay.
playing one.
Where is it on there? I can't see it.
Number
It's
it's
the
a
second.
+1. Second one on the list.
1 plus, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you could be inspired by Doretus's ability to act and put on a role there. So you could be really
I
bonus
think,
for that and just feel sort of confident that this scheme is going well.
Another unique has said, would inspiration work here? And I want to clarify for whom. Are you asking?
Who
He might
needs
be asking
conviction?
if he gave us conviction, would it help? But I think we've managed to get through it without. But
Thank you for thinking of it.
yes.
Yeah, another unique. If you want to give anyone inspiration here, it becomes what's known in Blue Rose as conviction, which everyone keeps as a permanent pool. So if you're looking to give anyone conviction in this, again, just say who you want it to be and maybe a reason so we know why they specifically have got it so they can feel good about it. I don't think anyone needs conviction here right now, like it's not essential, but it is a very good thing to bank up as much of as you can. So if you want to give anyone conviction for how they're role playing or for how they're doing, please, you go right ahead and give conviction.
Yeah.
And it works. It is the inspiration button, same as usual. So inspiration, conviction, equal same thing, more or less. Just slightly different rules. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'll do passionate inspiration because I mean, I suppose this is not used to people just pretending in a way that they're other people, but you think, oh well, Doretus just pulled that out of the bag. I'm sure I can do something equally as good when the time is right. I'm sure I'll know what that is. So if I take a can I take 2 of those because it just says cost 1+, so
yeah, you can do it in multiple, so it's 1+, and I think it's 2 for each additional, is it?
Yeah, so you've
that's
only got
2.
enough for 1, I think.
Okay, all righty, that's fine. So I'll just I'll get a
so there we go. So that's that. So the guy's going to seem quite happy with you, Doretus, and you get 2 fermented drinks given to you, and he says, oh, if you're looking for something to pass the time, we've got some great games going on over here, all in good fun. We've got some of the new calves, we're giving them treats and watching them run up and down the back of the bar then and guessing who will win.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Hi, you should have a drink with me. You should enjoy one of these that you gave me. By the way, my name is Gar.
Gar,
and my last name is Nearest Awesome. Gar Nearest Awesome.
Ah, okay. Well, would you like to come and play some games? Why have I got an Irish accent now? I had an Irish accent at the start of it, but now I do. It's infectious, I tells you.
To be sure.
Oh, that'd be great. And I didn't catch your name.
I don't even know what it is anymore. My name's Laddie.
Laddie.
That's what my friends call me.
Oh, that's just a nice name. That's very nice indeed. Let's go play games.
Aye, come on down. Meet Narood.
Oh, I'd love to. Which one of these kind fellas is your mate Rude?
Oh, he's the
I'm just gonna
fiery
follow
haired one
again.
by there. These are his calves.
I'm going
Oh,
to follow again.
Calves on his legs, big cows. Although he has
Oh,
nice calves.
lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here so that I've got a better view of proceedings.
Inspiration
you make
Andrew
a,
for the new southern accent.
Sorry?
Inspiration Andrew for the new southern accent.
Oh, thank you.
I
That will turn into...
think Brian should get inspiration for this.
I think Brian should
Yeah.
definitely. Doretis definitely deserves.
Yeah,
conviction.
Yeah.
conviction for Doretis there. Micah, can you make a check just for crossing the room? Because no one knows you're in the rafters yet, so any movement you do could lead to someone.
Dexterity?
Yeah, another dexterity, but just to check that no one in the bar spots you and
16.
goes, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
You're fine. So you're up there in the rafters. So everyone's round, and Narud smiles to see you all approach and gives a nod to Laddie and says, it's so tempting to do it. I don't know what it is about an Irish accent. Just once I hear a fake Irish accent, I can't help slipping into one myself, and now it's just sort of my stuck place now. So Narud is going to say, oh, welcome. We're playing some games here. Do you want to join in the fun?
Oh, I would like to know what games you're playing. Can you describe it to me?
Okay,
Can
so
I
we've
can
got...
I pet a calf? Can I pet them?
Yes, you can pet them all you want. Here, give the winner of the last a carrot. And he hands you a carrot.
I'm
Which
going to
he
get
has.
very, very excited about
Oh,
that.
you've
I am
made
going to
this
feed the calf
this
a
way.
carrot.
You've made this way last this evening. I know she'll be talking about this for days.
Oh, you all know each other, do you?
Oh, aye, we're at a travelling party together. These are my students as I train them in the ways of trading.
In the ways of trading.
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. Where do you trade?
Oh, we've been travelling from town to town. This is the first time we've been in over this far.
So you've not been to Aldous before, then?
Well, I have, but I've not brought them here before.
And do you have... Hold on a sec. I need to just roll some dice a sec.
Well, Andrew, whilst you're rolling some dice, can I just check on something? Is the door that we walked through, is that the only entrance and exit, or are there any other sort of
There's
like
another
doors
door behind the bar.
behind the bar?
Yeah.
Right,
Behind
okay.
the
Conviction
bar.
for Micah
So-
for staying in rafters and being stealthy, and for Corenza for petting calves.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna put Ziska here. So I think I'm gonna come on the other side of No Rude, thinking if he's gonna try and make a getaway, he might go for the bar first. So I think trying to almost like flank him, so I can try and make a grab for him if he tries to make a run behind the bar if we get rumbled. So
Okay, that's a sensible call. That's a sensible shout. Yeah, so he's going to look at you, Doretis, and he peers at you slightly and just says, do you have any... You say you're a merchant. Do you have any official business with the Aldean Crown? I can't help noticing that your robes there, you've got the Aldean crest on them.
Whoops.
Oh, well, from time to time, I've been known to slip in a little extra into the deliveries, if you know what I mean.
A little extra? Do you mean smuggling?
Why, I would never use such a word. I'm just a very inventive in the way that I get things into places and out.
Right.
But let's not talk about that. We were talking about games. I believe you were going to explain to us.
Yes, so let's set up. So the cows are moved down to the far side of the bar, and everyone else gathers near the end. So people are shifting about a bit.
By the way, I
you
want
said that they moved to the end of the bar.
Moving, yes.
I also want
Oh.
to check my person to make sure that when that guy stumbled into me, he did not lift anything off of me.
And conviction for the lovely cow pun.
Yeah, nothing was lifted from you, and you don't have to make any thing on that there. So
And also investigating my drink to make sure that it doesn't appear that anything extra was added.
you'll
other
have to make
than-
a perception check on that.
I would like to make a perception check. I would like
No, it's moo.
Uh,
It's moo.
so what I was going to say is maybe I cast second sight to make sure as I do that. So I want to kind of like a twofold thing. I want to make sure that like look and see if there's anything physically different, but then also see if there was some way it could have been tainted magically, so I don't miss
Okay.
either. So
Yeah,
is that
so
is
you're
that
just doing the main second sight now. So
right?
if I remember the different level ones, if we look at your character sheet, because there's 3 ways you can cast that spell, isn't there?
Right.
Second sight. Make a second sight. Yeah, so you're not doing the signature left behind now. You're just doing
Right.
the general one. So that doesn't have the fatigue test afterwards.
Right.
So yeah, it's just a toughness 11.
Great.
14. Yay!
Yeah, you don't detect anything wrong with your drink. And everyone gets into position, and you are encouraged by Narud to put down some money if you want to liven up the games on either of the calves.
Oh, either of these calves. Oh,
Coren's just like,
absolutely.
the one I fed. The one I fed.
Could I suggest if I've been watching the races for a bit, then presumably I'll know which one is faster.
I'll still be just like, the one I fed. The one I fed.
Well, I can tell Brian which one is faster, but then he can
Yeah.
he can decide to lose if he wants to.
It's been pretty even so far, but the smaller one seems to be the faster. The bigger one is a bit lazier. I'm just going to let a cat in the room in a sec.
That's okay.
So I'll pass that information on to Doretus.
And you fed the little one, right?
No, I just fed one of them.
We'll say
Well, he
you
just
fed
he
one
said
did
it
I
was
fe- which
he
one
said it
did
was
I
the
feed?
the winner of the last race, which
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
So I
assume
fed
is
Who
the
won the
little
last race? Probably the bigger one.
Yeah,
No, probably the little one rather.
yeah, the little one.
Little one.
Oh, well, I think my little helper here, she'd be more than happy if I put down a little on the little one that she fed.
Okay, and you have money on you to put down a few little bits of coin on that.
I was going to say, I don't actually see.
Yeah,
Did
no,
I-
you,
anywhere or
you
not?
don't have an actual money pot yet as a
Right.
group or party. You've not actually done anything from that, and most of you don't have jobs
Yeah.
in the nicest way.
I do.
Yes, you
You do, you
So
do. That's
then
why
who's
you're
got
able to
money
put
is
down
you.
money on this match.
Yeah. Doretus may have just been sent off to a remote outpost, but he does have a job.
Yeah, so you're able to put down a little bit of money, but while the race is going on, when they're going across, can Micah and Doretis make perception checks?
Do that after the interval?
Oh, I got a 19 and
Yeah.
6 stunt points.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I really need to have a comfort break. I'm so sorry. Can I just?
Yeah,
hop
I
off
do
a
as
sec?
well, actually.
Sorry.
I'll be right back. It
So
is
we've
half
made these
past,
rolls. Let's do the interval.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
the interval now, and then
and
If
then
you
when I
get a
come back,
19
there'll be floofs.
Yeah.
Cool.
So how's everybody out there in Chatland?
And Chatland, we promise the millipede is coming. I know how I'm going to fit it in now. It's just taking its time to get there.
Floofs, we want treats. You've all been such good boys, such a good boy. You're a good boy, and you're a good girl. You're all good floofs. The whole chat, you're so good. We got a hype train.
Yay! Right.
Finer than frog hair.
I'm probably going to go too. If you guys are happy to chat for a moment,
I will chat.
okay. I will be right back.
Yeah, wag's tail. Bear wagging the tail. As long as that tail doesn't wag you. Finer than frog hair.
Yeah, I just need to disappear for a moment as well to check on the missus in the other room, so I'll be back in a moment. Sorry, I'm leaving you just by yourself now, Brian, but...
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so the giant African millipede, for those of you who are still watching, the giant African millipede, it's really kind of awesome. I don't know why I'm talking about just random animal facts out at you. I spent a couple years working at the Kansas City Zoo, and while I was there, there was what they called the educational animal facility, where they could teach you and train you on how to handle certain animals. We had hissing cockroaches of Madagascar. We had a hedgehog. You have to wear gloves because of their spikies. A variety of snakes that we all handled and were trained on how to handle. They had macaws, which were kind of awesome, but they really only certain people were allowed to take them out because macaws have strong beaks and they can be cranky. So we all took turns learning how to handle all of those animals in the educational facility part. There was even a tarantula, and I was the only one who really ever got to hold it because it was given to the zoo after it had been a classroom pet. So if you can imagine what it's like to be a tarantula surrounded by third graders,
Ooh.
you are
Would
no
imagine that was a bit
longer
temperamental.
Yeah, it was a not happy. It was a not happy thing.
Oh,
So
bless
they cranky parrots. Yes, we had two parrots and one blue macaw. Because here's the thing: people all the time think, wouldn't it be wonderful if I bought this really exotic bird for my mother, who's all alone now in her 60s? Because that way you can teach it to talk and she'll have someone to talk to. Well, that bird's going to live like 150 years. Grandma's only got 20. So unless you have a succession plan for who gets the title next, you're going to end up giving that bird to the zoo.
Oh.
And it's one of those things. Turtles are extremely long-lived, particularly the larger ones. Funny thing, I was reading this really cool article about the Greenland shark. Appears,
they're really old.
Yeah, appears in the Arctic. They can go to great depths. And according to carbon dating that they've done on one in particular, they estimate that it's 300 to 500 years old. Sharks that can live 300 to 500 years. So this shark was around before my country was a country. I mean, obviously it was around and people lived there, but the United States did not exist.
Gently.
And this shark was Roman. Not Roman, like Roman, not from Rome. That's not in the Arctic, but roaming. whole new side of Brian that you didn't know. Right. I spent a lot of time loving animals in the zoo, and I was an educator, and they would put actors and educators into certain areas of the zoo to talk about the animals as if we were in Australia or in Africa. So if we were in the Australia section, we all put on these fabulous Australian accents. And puddle butts. And like for me, my section the first year was Botswana, and we were in the elephant enclosure around. We weren't in. We were outside. That was our spot. So my character was a graduate student who was working on his master's thesis while researching elephants, and my partner was a magazine writer for his own environmental magazine called,
wow,
I can't remember what he named it, but he actually walked around with an Irish accent. And we have Floof. We have Floof.
We've got the Floof. Hey, baby. Gently. You can come closer. Come closer, you nutter. Gently. There's a good boy. Did you ever do any educating on big floofs?
Big floofs? Let me think. I actually, the second year that I was in the program, I was actually a supervisor. So I ended up teaching about most of the animals in the zoo at some point or another. But big doggy floofs was not a thing in the zoo. Although it was funny. I did. I totally missed out. Floof knowledge in my house, 100% Kayla, or Wolf Song, if you want to be twitchy. But my favorite areas to go to were always things like I liked the big cats. Always loved big cats. I have 6 cats. I'm a cat guy. The chimpanzees were interesting, and I have stories, but if there are small children watching, I don't want to destroy your lives.
Wait.
Instead, we should all look at Floof.
It's there. It's on
Floof's
top.
Getting treats.
I saw a floof in my estate just like Jake this morning. I was like,
oh really?
There's another floof like Jake. Not quite as big though.
Yeah, there actually used to be one just up the road from us. It was quite astonishing actually. It's a spitting image. Gently. Oh, good boy. That was very gentle. Well done. Okay, last one. We have to go back to making trouble in pubs. Yeah. Gently. Is a good boy. Okay. Last one. Go for it.
Oh, no. We're all good, puddle butts, I think. How are you? Pretty good and slightly insane. Nah, welcome to the group.
You fit right in, Puddles, and we love you for it.
At some point.
Yep.
This made perfect sense.
Yeah.
This is very relevant for certain parts of my life right now.
Is it under the gate? Does Mummy throw it under the gate? Oh dear. I think I may have thrown the treat in the one place he couldn't get to it. I'll be right back.
No.
You got it? No, he's got it. It's fine. Good boy. Well done. Good find. No more. You have to show your hands like a blackjack dealer. No more.
Nothing on my sleeves.
Yeah, we're done. Go on. No more treats.
We got everyone back. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, ready to go.
Yeah, no more. I'm closing up the bag.
Okay, so we just left off with you taking perception checks, as at least one of you noticed. No, you both noticed. You both notice that Laddie sidles down towards Narood. as the race is going off and as all the noise is happening. And what you notice from them is a shift in the way they both seem. As soon as Laddie has finished talking, he turns about and then moves off towards the door to just leave.
Oh, I haven't
Okay.
done a perception check. I don't know if I was meant to, so I don't know whether I've noticed it or not, if I've got distracted.
I've also
by
got
cows.
6 stunt points.
I'm very distracted by cheering on the little cow right now.
Yeah, Ziska, you were...
I haven't done any perception checks. I don't think you asked.
Yeah,
me
you
to.
would notice Laddie going towards the door, certainly, if but the rest of it you're too far out on because you were making sure that they were out of the way of that bar door.
Okay.
This bit.
Oh gosh, hang on. Am I gonna have to attempt something here? Hang on, because I've done the thing. Okay. So I think if I've noticed he's oh gosh, what would I do? Because it's no Rude is the guy who got him to feed the things. I might attempt to waylay him because I don't know if he's going for backup. So being as I've got that passionate inspiration thing, so I think what Ziska is potentially going to do, she's going to attempt to sort of like, could she attempt to sort of like dash across to Laddie, if she can sort of like come around, so like come around, like, you know, to sort of like, you know, almost like be like Laddie, like I don't know if she's gonna attempt to do an Irish accent herself, but I think, you know, like she's thinking, right, okay, I've got to do something in case this gets us into trouble. And say like, you could probably tell I'm not from around here, but I get really excited about learning new things about new people I meet. How do you get the kind
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there because Laddie is ignoring what you're saying and still going for the door and going faster now.
Oh, he's going right. Okay.
Yeah, you have come over him, and he is going for that door now.
Right. Okay.
And I will also throw in, "Oi, Laddie, where are you going? We've got to have a drink together. The race is not even done yet."
Yeah, I think
I've got 6 stunt points.
Yeah. So I think okay.
Yeah. Micah, how would you like to use your stunt points on this?
I have no idea. What even are they? Are they? What do I use them for?
They would be either role playing.
I guess exploration is the only one I can use them for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go on, you guys.
You've already got the upper hand on your initiative, don't you?
Yeah, and I've already got the right tools option. Well, I suppose if I have to, I mean, what do we want to do? Do we want to stop him? Do I need to beam him with a tankard?
But the only one which I can think would be useful here is that makes me wonder to immediately make another perception test at no additional cost.
I wondered about that.
Yeah, I would do that if I were you.
Okay, what about my other 3 stunt points?
The thing is, some of the time I will say it's not always best to just use them all. Like, I know that means they're wasted, but sometimes you just...
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't get hung up if you don't always get to use all of them or any of them. Sometimes the stunt points just aren't relevant.
So I'm perceiving Laddie specifically at the moment, I guess.
Yeah, 15. Okay, this is sort of going backwards a bit because this is before he went on to thing, but with a 15 and from the success of your previous one, you're able to almost lip read because you've got really good eyes for this kind of thing. Yeah. And you get the sense that Laddie must also be a mage because he knows that Doretis is scanning the place and this has him spooked, and basically the words that you definitely pick up are out of dodge.
Right. So I'm going to pass that on psychically to the others.
Yeah,
on
you
to
can pass
us.
it on psychically, and that will hit Ziska. I'll move thing back a bit. So just as Ziska's chasing after him and doing her line, she'll get that as a psychic message.
Okay.
Rude is meanwhile finishing up this race as quick as possible and seems to be stopping the calves ahead of time here and just announcing the winner at the tables.
Okay.
Which one does he announce? Is it the little one or the big one? Has Doretis won?
He just announces the little one and says the money's on the table, but he's just remembered something. He'll be back in a minute and is...
Friends is going to be delighted that the little one has won, regardless still. Like, and then she's going to figure out that she's meant to be doing something and go up to, was it Narud? And be like, don't go yet. Can I have the calf? And she's just going to try and distract him completely.
If you've forgotten something, we can mind your calves while you wait to come back.
Yes, by all means.
Would you like me to follow him, guys?
And I will think to Micah, follow Narud.
So that would be another dexterity check, I'm guessing.
So I'm like holding a calf.
Oh,
I don't know what
you've got a more imminent thing, because while Narud's crossing the room, you either have to let Laddie go or do something directly with him, because he's just out the door. Unless
Ziska was after Laddie. Ziska can follow Laddie, and I can follow Narud.
And we'll stay with the cabs.
Yeah.
I mean, I was obviously directly approaching him, though, so I wasn't secretly.
I get the feeling they're going to leave the calves behind.
Yeah, but you're still right behind him. You can go out after him and see which way he goes.
Sorry, who can?
Ziska.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a dexterity check, see if I can follow.
I suppose if...
Oh, 23.
Holy crap!
Wow, nice.
Three sixes. Nice.
You are
an absolute roll with this today.
Good grief.
This is awesome. And more stun points. I don't know what to do with these things. No, you can't have any more treats. I'm really, really sorry.
You literally have as much in the way of stunts as you could have on exploration at this point. It's a real shame, but I don't think there's anything more you could be doing with them at the moment. But
well, thank you for dribbling on my bed. That's lovely. I love it when you do that. Yeah, sorry, not you, Andrew.
That was okay.
Hey, I can't give you any more treats, baby. Your tummy will go poof. You don't care. Well, I do. Yes, I'm not giving you any more treats. I'm sorry. I've got to go follow a bad guy. Yeah.
Apparently you were talking to Puddle Butts.
Oh, sorry, Puddle Butts.
Yeah.
No, I think Puddle Butts wants you to be talking to
Yeah. I don't know, like I kind of feel like you're thinking, if I'm inspired like to do an act of ghosting, right? Okay, he's trying to leave for some reason,
No,
and
lie down.
I presume I don't.
Go on, bog
he's
off.
trying
Go
to
and
get
lie
out,
down.
but we obviously don't want him to get out. Or these Ziska's going to be like, we need something to go on.
Lie down.
So I think Ziska might try and do something, probably which she would consider quite outrageous, and she'd probably just try and before he can leave, to like grab his arm and then try and twist him around, and then just kind of like do that comedic thing where you start trying to like get them into a dance position and trying to dance him back into the room. I thought we were having a drink together, you and me, all of us, and then attempt to lead him back towards the rest. So I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm trying to make it jovial, kind of thing. So she wants to try and sense me and trying to like then point him back, like almost like tango style, towards Doretis as it was it. Let's get that drink, shall we?
Right. Okay, so as you do that, yeah, okay. That's interesting. I'm
really sorry.
Several dice together here.
I'm sorry if that's totally messed up your plan. Like it's just like I just got to get.
No, it's not.
I need to think of a way to spend these conviction points as well, and just racking them up.
I'm going to go with, I think, the right tools and the upper hand. So if
Okay.
yeah, so if we go into a fight anytime soon, then I'll get +3 on initiative, and I can pick stuff up and use it to follow to attack people, i.e. Nerude, with if necessary.
Yeah. Okay, so where is it?
And apparently I am a mere shadow flitting through the rafters at this point.
Yeah, you are completely invisible to everyone. No one knows at all.
No one expects the invisible raven.
The Micah Inquisition.
Yes, the Micah Inquisition. If you need me to make a dex roll, I can do that if you like. I could try to.
Right. Okay. So that's hold on. I am almost there. So
That's okay.
Sorry, I didn't give you more treats, puddle butts. I gave you a lot of head scratches though, and ear rubs.
You have to tune in on the next stream to try and get some more.
Yes.
Come,
you.
mothercluckers.
Sounds like a
Give
lot
you-
of dice being rolled.
Give your head
I demand a belly rub.
pause. Scratches.
Demand a belly rub.
Right. Okay. So there was a big sequence of events which had to happen there all at once, which involved several rolls. But as you grab him, I can explain all the rolls afterwards. But as you grab him and try to pull him into a dance, his hand on your wrist turns you very, very icy cold, and you take 22 points of penetrating damage.
Ow!
You got penetrated.
And not in the fun
Inappropriate.
way.
Didn't say it was pleasurable.
Okay.
Puddle
Sorry,
Butts has just
sorry,
said, sounds like my marriage. Yeah, no comment on that.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was he rolled to, as a sort of reaction, a dexterity
Okay.
check to see how he responded to your thing, and then he rolled for cold shaping,
Okay.
which unfortunately he got double sixes and a 4, but the 6 was on stunt points. So he had cold shaping with 2 extra points of d6 on it because of how far he got over the threshold, and another 2 from his own stunt points, giving him another 2 extra dice.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you still even conscious at this point?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I think he's only got her down to half health.
Oh
yeah,
right.
So
Okay,
Oh,
that
I'm
would've
the
almost
squishiest
killed
person
me.
around, aren't
Yeah.
I?
I think just like having like just suffered like this considerable amount of pain.
Yeah, you're going to have to roll to see if you manage to keep hold of him at this point.
Right. Okay. So what do I need to roll?
That would be your constitution, I believe, because
Okay.
of the type of thing you're taking.
96 stunt points.
Oh, good grief.
Nice.
19, yeah, you just about managed to hold him, but you are pretty frozen to the ground here and pretty, you're in a bad state, but you have managed.
Right.
You are literally gritting your teeth and just not letting go, and
That's
we
the
will see
spirit.
how this goes. And that, when that happens, that draws the attention of everyone in the bar, including Nerude, who on seeing it just goes, oh shit. And he throws out his arm, and from under his sleeve, let me just go to the GM there. Move that to here. He
You're not
throws
blinking,
something
are
out
you?
and mutters a spell. And you see from his arm comes out a millipede, which suddenly grows in size rather dramatically. And he throws that down on the floor, and that gets everyone really in a stamina. Everyone's like, bugs, bugs! And everyone is now running around. No one knows what's going on. There's ice magic going on. There's a possible bar fight going on. There's giant bugs. It's suddenly a mess. And would you all like to roll for initiative?
Yay!
At that point, I'd probably turn invisible, but okay.
I was trying to help. I wasn't
Remember
actually trying to be aggressive.
Remember that time we came in stealthily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I
one
need
said
to
anything
make
about
a
going out
initiative
stuff.
thing.
Hang on.
How do How do I make initiative for things again? Is it the clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, bother. Right,
I have to.
I get a +3 on my initiative. And I got
bother.
3 stunt points. I
Hang
don't know
on.
how
Do I have to
that
click?
works
Do
on.
I have to click on
You
the
have to select character and then.
Right.
thing?
Okay, so there we go. I've got the turn order down to
Okay.
no one, and
Okay.
we'll make.
So
I actually
being
got
as
16 on my. Sorry, I actually got 16 on my.
I somehow managed to get the same thing
Initiative.
twice.
sorry. Yeah, I got.
Oh, did you redo the turn order?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I
Sorry.
just got everyone off of it to
That's
get
all
it
right.
started again.
yeah.
How
So-
do I put the enemies onto it again?
You should go to right click on them. Add to
19.
turn order.
Wow.
Oh yeah, add to turn.
+3. Sorry, I should have added that before I rolled, shouldn't I? Oh well.
So if you can add me, I got an 8 and 3 stunt points.
Okay, where are you? Oh, there you are. Add to turn.
Hypey. The millipede's called Hypey.
Mhm.
I'm the hypey millipede for the hype train.
Right, so that's an 8 for Doretis. You're on the board.
So when you're rolling initiative, does stunt points do anything for you?
Yes, if you take them as, because I'm rolling for initiative is still out of combat, I would do it as maybe something like the upper hand from exploration stunts. If your discoveries lead to combat within a moment or two, you receive a +3 bonus on your initiative.
doesn't have
So you
enough.
can
I only
chuck
got
that if you have
3.
to give it a +3.
Yeah, I only have 3.
Hey baby.
So being as I got 6 stunt points earlier, which one would I be doing? Would I be doing exploration, roleplay, or combat at this point?
That was combat for you.
Right.
What were those for? Those 6 stunt points?
No more.
Hang on now. Let me go in the chat. I was my constitution check against the ice attack.
Yeah, that would be a combat stunt technically, because
Okay, while we're figuring this out, I'm going to
Okay.
give my floof a belly rub as demanded by Puddlebugs.
Okay.
You're not getting
Hang on.
yummy. You're not getting
Now, Puddlebutts, imagine if you will, you are a dog. You are getting treats. You are getting belly rubs. Oh yeah, look at the smile on that face. You get that belly rub and soft, floofy love.
Are you still complaining? You still
Oh yes, the kisses and the cuddles with the belly rub. Mm.
What are you doing down there? There you are. There you are.
I would say for you, Ziska, your best ones which make sense, because you're not actually attacking, so I can't let you have something like leap
No
or
more treats.
blow or anything.
Go on, go lie down. You've had your belly
I would
rub.
say maybe your best stunts to take here with a 6 is taunt,
Go and lie
to
down.
insult him, and maybe
Go
also
and lie down.
set up.
Good boy.
where you create an opening an ally can exploit, because you're already holding him in place.
Yeah.
So if you hold him in place, you can say, oh, I'm holding him in place so that an ally can get a +2 on their attack against him.
Okay.
And that would make sense. All the other attack stunts don't really do anything here.
Good
'Cause
timing,
you're not
another unique. Well done.
actually attacking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the only one I was the only other one I was thinking I was thinking of either disarm or knocking them prone.
Yeah, you could arguably do that still within this. Again, it's although not prone is. It doesn't say that you have to be attacking them to do that. So yeah, I can say that you could do that. So that would be 2. You can't do all of those though, because not prone is 2 action points.
Yeah.
Taunt is 2, but maybe just do knock prone and set up. Because then he's on the floor and you've given your allies a +2 against him on the next attack.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because I mean, I've got one left over, so I could do stay away as well, to try and take in. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna all my.
Stay aware just means you take a toughness 11 perception test to see if you notice anything new.
Right. Okay. So I think there's the first thing I will do is.
Or it will give you a +1 bonus to the next test you make. That would be better. Then you could use that on a.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I should have had a plus bonus to my next action. So.
That would already have happened because you've had that
happened.
action.
Yeah,
That was,
okay, so I'm going to sort of be like, act like really, well, I am quite shocked, so it's not entirely faked, but I'm going to be like how dare you attack me, and so when I smack him to the floor as if he just as if he did something really untoward, which really matters, by attacking me, and knock him down.
Well, he did, to be fair.
He half killed you, so your reaction seems a little polite to me.
Yeah, but
how dare you almost mortally wound me?
How very dare you, sir?
Yeah.
How dare you do enough damage to drop a mage, but not a warrior?
Yeah. It's it's how dare you attack me unprovoked, kind of thing, smack him to the floor, and I say I'm gonna sort of have to check myself, because I was about to say Doretus's real name, and then be like, Gah, I think you need to come and show this man some proper manners, don't you? To basically do a setup for Doretus on his turn to do something. Because obviously he was trying to talk to Laddie as well, and then I need to do the perception check thingy.
At which point I might yell psychically to everyone, by the way, giant bug, and say to Doretus, would you be up for me eating this one? I have to admit, it might take a few goes, because this is like dinner for a week kind of size. But I want to check with you because I don't want to upset a member of my flock, and I know how you feel about the millipedes. I don't know if you want to get down and count the legs right now, or if this might be one of those kill it and we'll sort it out later situations, but I don't want to assume.
This is definitely a kill it and we'll figure it out later.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Okay, anyway, Micah, you are up first on the turn order.
Turn order.
Turn order.
Where did the turn order go?
There we go.
Sorry, I was.
Yeah, so Micah, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to attack the giant bug.
Brian has the mug too.
Okay, attack the giant bug.
Okay, I'm going to.
My camera doesn't pick up anywhere near as well as yours does.
Sorry?
Sorry, Brian and me both just picked up the same mug.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to, just attack it with beak and. So what do I? Oh, bite.
So
am I
bite
biting?
is your best one.
Okay. Do I get a plus anything on
Yeah,
that?
you get a plus d6 to your damage if the
If I
thing
succeed
has
in my
less
attack.
dexterity than you, which pretty much everything in existence has less dexterity than you.
Right, I got a 12.
To hit, yeah, that will hit.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, so how many thingies am I rolling?
2d6 with a -1 to the total roll because of his strength.
Right, 2d6 -1. 6 damage.
Okay. Let me just make up the thing here. So that is 6 damage on it. Yeah.
I assume there's nothing else I can do.
Not this round because you would have moved in to get there, and you're in a low flying place, so you can't go up really high into the air here. So, I mean, you can
There's a
get
limit
out
to
of
how
the-
high I can go anyway.
Yeah.
Am I able to fly up into the rafters again, or?
No, because you've
stuck
already done your
down?
move to get into attack, so you're just left
Hold
there
on,
now.
just one moment. You've had treats, you've had belly rubs, you've had 15 minutes of fame. Shut up. Oh, did mummy say something mean? Oh, you're being annoying. Oh, now he's coming over for more snuggles. Oh, no. Yeah, you are, aren't you? Yeah. Mummy loves you very much. I'm not sure what it says about my relationship with this dog that telling him off makes him come over for snuggles. But I'm in the middle of a thing. I'm talking to people. I'm attacking a millipede. It's very important. I know head scritches are as well, but got to be quiet. Yes, Mummy does love you. Yes, I do. Yes. We're kind of in combat right now, baby. How many people do you know stop in the middle of combat to snuggle their floof? Yes, you are an extra special floof, but really?
Can I
Really?
clarify how big the squares are in this tavern?
Right? I'm gonna go lie down.
Are they 5?
Yeah, they are within the
Lie down.
movement. They're 2.5, I think.
Okay.
Oh, they're 2.5 per square?
Yeah.
Mummy does love you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I was
Mummy
just
does love you.
trying to see how far I can move.
Now, will you kindly bog off? No, don't paw at me. You know that's not right. Go and lie down. Go on. Go on. Why'd you turn that way? Will you just turn the other way? Now you have
I
to
tell
go
you, do you want to mute yourself
Go
for a
on.
sec, so just so we can keep on with the rest of the
No.
combat?
No, we're done.
Okay, cool.
I hope.
Right.
Go and lie down. Right. Sorry, I'm back.
It's okay. So,
Lie
for
down.
his move, Narud is going to just try and move towards the bar as quick as possible. 5, 10.
That's kind of a relief because I was worried he was going to aim for me next.
But Carl, unfortunately, is coming down this way and looking kind of frightened and waving his arms, so he's going to have to stop there. Carenza.
Okay. I'm probably going to shoot the calves to try and keep them away from the millipede, and then
Okay.
I am.
I love the priorities.
Yeah. I don't know what
I'm
to do.
over here on the floor by the massive millipede that I just attacked. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, no, I think I will probably then come try and help with the millipede, but I will probably do the cold thing again.
Okay. Yeah, cold shaping.
Now I'm not actually personally in any danger. So yeah, I think I would try and do the cold shaping thing on the millipede and freeze the millipede.
Yeah, okay.
How do I do that? Okay.
Thank
You're
you,
going to try and
Puddle.
freeze this hype train.
I think so. Right. I think. Click that one. I get 16.
Oh, very nice.
Plus 5
Nice.
points.
And stun
So
points.
16, that means you would get
15.
3 extra d6. No, 2 extra d6.
Nice.
It's per outcome. So it's 1d6 normally,
Okay.
and that's at 11. So 13, 15. Yeah, so you'd get 2 others from that. And in fact, you're able to do the exact same as the other guy did. You could use your 5 stunt points
To do
to give you another
lethal
2d6
Yeah.
to just give you 5d6 on hyping.
5d6. Okay. That's what I'll do then.
Okay.
15.
15 damage. Nice.
Very nice.
Is the millipede bloodied?
Bloodied
If
running.
bloodied were a thing, this millipede is already looking near death.
Good.
Okay. Ziska.
Okay. Right.
How many legs are frozen on the millipede?
At least 80%.
Right. No.
What is just right? Okay. Remind me again how movement works. How much movement you get as standard?
So each square is 2.5 feet of your thing, I think, and you've got 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
That
right
said,
then.
this guy did attack you and fully deserves to be
I think you've
damaged
got 30
further.
feet. Let me
Yeah, he does. But I'm. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah, your speed is 13.
13. Yeah. So this.
Yeah, and each one is
Get pretty close to
2.5.
Narud if you want to.
This is measuring them at 5 foot per square, so half whatever distance you comes up on the
Okay.
measuring thing. So it's half that. It's 35 feet.
So I could.
Ah, right.
I could technically get across that room then.
You could get to next to Phyllis, who's in the middle. You could get here.
No, you can go twice as far. The measurement thing is measuring each square is 5 foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you could actually get right up to Narud if you wanted to.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna be like he just really knocked me through one, but who's
You're
the
right
bigger
over there.
threat? Yeah, it's just like who's the bigger threat kind of thing. Oh, what would this do? What would I do if
Well, no one is currently being threatened by Narud, who actually tried to run away. Laddie is right by a door. Narud is currently blocked by Carl. So you
Yeah.
can really choose. Personally, I have no problem with you smacking the guy who hurt you again, because that shit just doesn't fly in the animal world, as it were. Pun not intended, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. I think because I'm still holding him at this point, aren't I? So I'd have to.
No, you knocked him prone, so I'm going to say you've.
Oh yes, I
lost-
knocked him prone, didn't I?
So you're not holding him right now. If you want to hold him, you could try and pile drive on top if that's your plan.
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me is thinking that if I've knocked him prone, oh, hang on, but you two are taking care of that. But Narud is the guy who got Silas into trouble. So if anyone's going to perhaps have information about Aaron, it's probably
Good
going to be this guy. So I'm probably going to say my major action is it. Oh, hang on. It's not. Is it? If I just take my normal movement, is that counted as an action? As it were? Is
Yeah,
it just
that's a minor action
That's
too.
a minor action. Okay, so I want to. I
Yeah,
think
so
I'm
your
going to
actions
move.
are you could
I'm so sorry for asking.
yeah,
specific
so
questions.
move. You can move up to your speed in yards.
Okay. All righty. So I want to. In fact, oh, ha! Can I? You'll have to tell me if I can do this. Part of me wants to kind of like do a cool thing and see whether I can sort of like run across and like jump over the bar in front of him. So like not so fast. Or where do you think you're going?
Yeah, you can do that as a.
Because I'm acrobatic. I've got an acrobatic.
Yeah, you'll need to make the acrobatics check to make sure that you.
Okay. Don't stack it. Well, oh, if I do that, if I fail this now, I'm going to feel like such a tool.
Even if you do stack it, you'll still end up in front of him, just on the floor.
Okay.
It depends. She could just slam into the bar and fall back the way she came. If she rolls
Depends how
particularly.
badly you fail, really.
Yeah. Let's
But
see
you're not
if
going to fail. You got
let's
this.
be optimistic and assume
Let the
that
rolls
you'll
be
pass
with you.
it. Wow.
Use conviction.
Yes,
Yes, just like
conviction.
use conviction.
Yes, hang on. Hold that thought.
Go and lie down.
Okay, right. La, 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 la. Yes, I would like to.
Yeah, for some
do
reason
Hello,
a
midair,
reroll.
thinking
that's
fast.
not giving you a score.
Yeah, it's not giving you a score there for some reason. I mean, your
Yeah.
score is 9.
No, it's not, because it's +3 for dexterity, so it's 12.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
weird. Why isn't it giving you a score? That is odd.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is
Okay.
actually better than it. Yeah, okay. So
12 is
Why
okay.
not stack it?
you've got enough to. You don't do a gainly leap over bar. Like you kind of. It's not anything massively impressive, but yeah, you do clear the bar and make it in the way. But it's not the sort of. You don't jump over and immediately. You're more sort of like that.
Okay, all right.
It's more of a flail land than a
Okay.
nailed it.
But you're still frosty, San Diego.
Okay.
It's like Rebel Wilson's character in Pitch Perfect. Crashed it,
Yeah. Okay, so I've done that. I've
Lie
got to
down.
what
Go talk to Nana.
I want to do. Like, oh, what would come under that? Because I don't necessarily
Good boy.
I don't want to start a bar fight kind of thing. That's not what we're here for.
Although
What I want to do is kind of like grapple him almost, or is that knocking him prone?
I'm gonna say you can't grapple him just because you've done the big move across the room and
Okay.
you've let the bar as well.
Okay.
So I'm
I would
not
like
gonna
to
let
point out at this point that we kind of they started a bar fight. So
Yeah.
if you were to continue the bar fight,
Yeah.
You
Either
would
way,
be
I'm not gonna.
starting.
You can't get an attack in or do any more proper actions
No.
with
Oh.
this move after doing that.
Right. Okay.
Especially
well,
seeing as you
okay.
sort of you're more clambered over the bar than.
Okay, well, I'll say then, if my minor action was like moving, so can I take any other actions now or not?
Your minor action was moving, and then you did another action to leap the bar.
Right. Okay, so I'm done then.
Yeah, you're done, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But you appear to
alrighty.
have cut off his escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have done significant. You've been significant. Hypey is going to let out a high-pitched wee, and then you see steam sort of erupting from him as the shards of ice that are all over him start to dissipate from between his plates. But because of the way they sort of grate on him as he moves, you do hear a kind of chugga 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 which is close to a train sound. Not that any of you know what a train is in this world. And he is going to be fair, where he is at the moment, he's just going to try and slink off as fast as he can because he's literally, the poor thing was just a small tiny millipede living in a guy's arm, and he was thrown on the floor, enlarged, attacked by a bird, which is his natural enemy anyway, and then almost frozen to death. He suffered everything a millipede doesn't want to suffer in life in a single go. His natural predators, the elements. He is not a happy millipede, so he's going to go this way as he's grown.
Ooh.
He's a proper hype millipede. He's a proper hype train now. We'll just leave him at that size. He looks more like a hype train now. Yeah, so he's going to go this way towards the nearest exit, and everyone else is just going to be losing it more and more, and people are sort of rushing out as fast as they can. But yeah, he's not going to stick around for a fight. It is Laddie's turn, and Laddie will.
We
Gets
can
up
do his
rather-
in life.
He gets up rather ably, and he also is going to rush out the door. Right by the door, and he has been left alone. And unfortunately, well, he's only just outside the door. So, Doretis, if you want to run after him, I guess you still have your bonuses that were there, but you also have a giant millipede in the way that's trying to get to the door, and the millipede will be more by here now. And it is Doretis now.
Yeah. Well, crap. far as I can go, I think.
How can you go?
10. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move into these squares, I can't remember. Does that give Hypey a chance to attack me or something? If I move?
No, it doesn't give any kind. There's no kind of special.
Attack of opportunity type.
Yeah,
And if I got to this square, that is where the door is, I assume?
yeah. So you would although I should note that even though I've just put Laddie just outside the door, he would have gone quite a bit further because he was right by the door to begin with. So he's properly out in the night on the road now.
Would
Like
I be
still
able to
visible.
still
Yeah, you'd still be
visible.
able to
Okay.
see him and give proper chase, but
So
you
I'm
wouldn't be
looking.
just sort of right next to him.
I'm looking at sleep, and
Mhm.
it says that I have to be in psychic contact. Is
Yeah.
that 2 separate actions? Is that 2 separate turns?
Yeah, you need to force your psychic will upon someone first and then make the sleep thing.
Right. So if I spend a point of conviction, I would be able to have 2 major actions.
Yes.
Would I be able to
Nice.
do the psychic connection and try and command
Yeah,
sleep?
if you have 2 major actions, you can definitely do that.
Perfect. That's what I think I would like to do. Get to this door, look out the door,
Mm-hmm.
and 1, I will try to do the psychic connection. So
Yeah.
Because that doesn't actually, does that have a contest?
Yeah, its resistance is against, it's an opposed roll against the willpower of the thing you're doing it on if they're not willing to
Okay.
accept you.
Mm. 11.
Yeah, hold on. What's happened here? Yeah, this is where I want to be.
You could consider using conviction to reroll the 1.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just need to check something.
Oh yeah, I've already
Oh.
used one of my conviction. It's a good thing I
Oh.
have 10.
As far as I know, there's no limit on how you can use.
Andrew,
Yeah?
I've just realised on that acrobatics or I did gospel, I got 2 stunt points. Can I say I knocked him prone?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
And he suddenly falls on the floor, having already fallen on the floor 5 minutes ago.
Oh no, that was the other guy.
No, I mean, he suddenly, time has changed itself and he actually fell on the floor 5 minutes ago.
Oh yes.
Right,
Brian,
sorry, I'm
do you
just
wanna go
reading
ahead and
the
re-roll
check
your
on something.
1, just in case. I don't know how much conviction you've got, but
Right, okay. So, what did you roll for it, Brian?
I rolled an 11.
Yeah, when you do that, there is a kind of shimmering hum from outside, and because he is a mage user, he has, as you do, psychic shield, which unfortunately he manages to use to keep you out of his mind with a psychic barrier.
Can I use
You
a conviction
can.
point to re-roll it?
Reroll
No, I can't let you do that. You can overcome it in the rules with an attacker can choose to suffer a level of fatigue to automatically overcome your psychic shield.
ooh.
I'll take it.
Okay, you have a level of fatigue, so you get a minus to your tests for until you have a proper rest now.
Okay.
I think it's a -2.
Is there somewhere that's tracked? Is there
Like fatigue.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a
Yeah,
place where
There should be on your character sheet
Ooh,
with the health initiative. You can add a fatigue box in there as well.
Can I ask? Sorry, can I just ask a question? Because obviously, on my first, when I knocked thingamajiggy over, I set Doratis up, so he should have had actually +2 to that. So he would have had a 13 on his ability test. Would that have made any difference?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to the settings, Dretis, and it shows the sections and it shows what you can show, and there's a fatigue section. If you click that, then it'll show it on your character page.
On
The little cog to the right of the Arcana, where it says Arcana.
Ah, ha ha!
you can tick the show fatigue.
Yeah.
Show fatigue. We are learning. And I have 1 level of fatigue. I'm winded, according to my sheet.
Hopefully
Cool.
that'll just automatically put things in for you. I hope so, because I don't want to have to look it up. But anyway, he has managed to avoid that and is still going. Micah, it is your turn.
Wait, I used the conviction
Wait.
point for two
To
two
become a
actions.
shield, and then he was going to use.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Also,
I mean, you can now
Right.
try and psychically contact him again. You can't use sleep on him because he's not in psychic contact.
Oh, so now you have.
Oh,
Right.
so but why did
Why-
I take the level of fatigue then against the psychic shield? I thought I automatically overcame it.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, you're right. That's what that was for. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were rolling a fatigue check. I'm fatigued. That's the problem. Right, so yeah,
because
you've overcome. You've
psychic
overcome his
contact-
shield now with that and taken a level of fatigue. So now you need to roll for sleep.
Right.
So the thing you wanted to do, Brian, you can attempt to do it now.
Yeah, you can attempt to do it.
Andrew has a cat shouting at him. It's very
Yeah.
distracting.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Charlie has a very good habit of being distracting and hard to.
I know
Hey.
the feeling. I have one of those over here. Distracting floof.
$14.
Right.
Even
Not
with
bad.
the
Has it
fatigue.
given you a -1 to your test?
That has,
Yes, it has.
It did.
Yes.
Good, excellent. Now I need to go all the way to sleep. I'm going through so much of the rulebook here at once.
We should stop after that, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So sleep. You can put a target. You must be in psychic contact with the subject if you win the opposed test, and that is willpower, self-discipline. So he has the chance to resist you again. So he has to resist a 14. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He resists you.
Ah.
He's
Can I
able
use-
to push you off.
Can I use the conviction to re-roll?
Reroll the 1.
Yeah, you can re-roll, and I'll let you know if it beats.
Okay. So
1d6.
what
Just do a slash
oh,
R
there we go.
1d6.
Slash R 1d6. Pachow! I got a
Yeah.
5!
And now that's an 18.
Yay! That boots you
Uh,
up to 18.
Yeah, you're through.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, conviction points.
Yeah, and you're taking that off your conviction, yeah, as you go.
Yes, I've used 2 conviction.
Good. Okay.
And he is down.
Yeah, he is down and asleep, and that also means that because Narud is on the floor and has been stopped by Ziska, I'm going to say you have successfully nullified them. The only one left is Hype, who Doretis, with his amazing knowledge of millipedes, knows Hype is only trying to get out to the western fields and find a similarly sized millipede.
To aerate some soil.
Now the
Yeah.
giant Aldean millipede, they what's the word? They-
Mandibles?
Oh,
Mate?
no, they mate they mate by secreting a fluid onto their legs, which is sort of a sticky sort of fluid, and then they rub up against the mate's legs and thus transfers.
Whoa, Dorettis, priorities, please. Priorities.
Unfortunately, as you're trying to explain this, Hype knocks you down as it runs off into the night before you get a chance to finish what you're saying.
And leaves a
Are
strange
you now
fluid on your
covered in
legs.
sticky mating
Yeah.
fluid?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, with that, you
We
have
end
managed
the
to
stream.
quell the threat, and hopefully we'll be able to find out next time what the silence knows about Aaron and about Wilhelmina,
Dun, dun, dun.
and the party has leveled up.
What? Wasn't expecting that. How exciting.
Yeah.
We will level up off stream.
Yeah, we'll level up off stream, or I'll send you details of how to level up in the week and what's needed for that.
Great. Thank you everybody for watching, but we've got to go now. So we will see you again on Monday with our Story Squires group. In the meantime, you can follow us on Discord and talk to us on Discord. And we will be back to find out what happens with this stream in 2 weeks' time on the 15th of September.
Possibly. I don't know, Dave.
Then
2 weeks from now.
the then of that day.
Thanks, Claire Cat.
All right. We'll see everybody another time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.